We, as a basically just before, if you want to talk about your Comic-Con, you want to talk about anything else.
All right. Yeah, whatever you want me to do, man. Whatever you guys want to chat about.
Come.
Cool, bud. Yeah, let's go.
You've done this so many
I was gonna say,
times.
you've done it before.
You can have the captain's chair.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. I don't want it. Nope, you're hosting
Too
this.
bad. No, I'm
1 second, guys. I'm going to get myself a chair because I'm not as important as her.
Yes,
All
you
right,
are. You're way more important.
That's when I get back up there. Is it nice in here?
No, Matt's not back till tomorrow.
All right. Okay, cool.
Very well.
No, I don't want that chair.
Fine. I mean, he went to the effort to get a hold of the chair. Look, everybody, it's Blair Herter from X-Play and Attack of the Show. Yeah, that was an interesting game break you had going on there.
I'm not going to say that Just Dance 3 is a bad game. I'm just going to say it's not necessarily the type of game that I would want to talk about on
Fair enough.
So they were kind enough to say, listen, we really want to do Game Break because we'd like to see Candace and Sarah dance. Because I was like,
who wouldn't?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
why aren't we doing Forza 4? Because I think we're giving it like a 5, if I'm not mistaken. So why are we doing this great car game? They're like, well, because Candace and Sarah can't dance. I was like, oh, good point. It's like, well, then can I just say whatever I want and not really read off the prompt? And they're like, we preferred if you didn't, but we're not going to get mad this time.
You can, detract a little bit.
Yeah, so all I did basically was just talk about, obviously, Sarah and Candace dancing.
It was funny. I was hoping they'd do the actual dance from Party Rock Anthem, which I am learning. I have a reason for it.
Really? Do tell.
I suppose I can tell you on here because Matt Murphy's not around. I do this kind of LARP theater show up in Hollywood, and we're doing it for a theater show. A LARP theater show, yes.
And we haven't gotten an invite on Gamers yet because...
I think I did when I first started going a long time ago. I'll send you a Facebook invite.
Yeah.
But they did a viewer army about it.
Really?
Here, yeah.
Dude.
Also, I'll link you. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry. Yes, we are recording this. So if you guys have questions that you want to ask Blair, that's the whole point of this chat. So ask them, and he might answer.
Yeah, anything you guys want? Did you guys know that Max Brooks wrote a Tiny G.I. Joe comic book?
I do now.
That's amazing to me. If you're not familiar, Max Brooks is the guy who wrote World War Z, and apparently he's got a tiny little ashcan edition. And Howard Chaykin from Blade fame did the art. Anyway.
Come join us.
Okay, cool. Hey, buddy.
Someone's asking where your shirt came from.
Where my shirt came from?
No, no.
Oh, his. Oh.
This shirt came from the I poop you not. Can I curse?
Yes, it's the internet.
Great. I shit you not. This came from the $5 bin at the back of the Quicksilver store on 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. This shirt cost me $5. It's probably like 10 years old. It's probably not cool at all.
People.
Yeah, but whatever.
That's cool. See, I love buying $5 shirts from the wardrobe sales, except nobody tells me when they happen anymore because I can fit into Morgan's clothes, and I love them. And I'm like, tell me when the sales are so I can buy clothes.
I'll loop you in.
All right, you loop me in, I'll loop you in with the LARP show.
Thank you.
Deal. All right. Chainsword. Is a chainsword out of therapy yet?
Oh,
I wanted that thing, man.
Yeah, I wanted it too, apparently, and I had my way with it as well.
Lucky.
It's out of therapy. But right now it's being buffed quite aggressively because our lovemaking session, we left some fluids on there that don't come off easily.
Yeah, not in just basic shower.
Yeah.
How's little Gordon Freeman doing?
Gordon Freeman is not little anymore. Jessica and I just got back at like midnight last night. We're down in Louisiana for like 4 or 5 days looking at wedding locations and stuff. And you're probably aware of this. Like, if you have a cat and it's a kitten and it's growing, but you're there every day, you don't really notice.
Yeah, but then when you
leave. But if you go away for like even 4 days, we got home, we're like, where did Gordon go? We felt like Scully, Jessica's cat Scully ate Gordon and then like somehow like put it inside of Scully and like grew it a little more and then spit it back out.
Because that's how cats work.
That is how cats work, right?
Obviously.
That's how they grow?
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I learned? We looked at a zoo as part of one of our wedding locations. And we got a cool tour by the zookeeper, and he told us all about kangaroos. You know, this could be true about cats. Kangaroos actually are born, then they actually go back in there. Do you know what? Kangaroos stay in that pouch for a year.
Really?
For a
I
whole
didn't
year.
think it would be that long.
Yeah, and mother kangaroos, this is fascinating, probably to nobody but me, but mother kangaroos can have 2 different aged, what are they called? Cubs? Joeys. They can have 2 different 2 different aged joeys, and their nipples will shoot out independently of each other, will shoot out milk based on what each age needs.
That's fascinating.
Right?
I feel so inadequate as a human.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, see, Blair Herter is educational television.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm not having a wedding inside of a kangaroo, although that's a fucking awesome idea.
Honeymoon.
Yeah.
Honeymoon. That's where you go. So you can snuggle up.
Yeah. Nectan, what game am I playing right now? I'm going to tell you something right now, sir or madam. Dark Souls, if you haven't played it yet, is the greatest game of all time. Also, been playing it forever. I haven't come close to beating it yet. It's one of the first games, honestly, in the last this generation of consoles where I went out and bought a strategy guide instead of just like looking at hints occasionally online. I was like, I want a book on my lap.
Tells me how to do it.
But Dark Souls is amazing. However, today I got Batman.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So as soon as I finish talking to you guys, Batman's out next week.
But you're special. But we can't tell them where your sources come from.
No, I'll just say that I'm very lucky to be good friends with like Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. And by good friends, I mean I've stalked the shit out of them for the last 10 years, and eventually they just gave in and returned my phone calls and emails. But we know some peeps, and we have a great relationship over here with a G4. Obviously, we cover all the DC games and stuff. But I played a little bit today, and it's fun. It's awesome.
Fun.
Yeah,
the first one was good, so everyone has pretty high expectations of this one.
Without spoiling the review, which will be up next week, but I've been talking to our reviewer about it. I was supposed to review the game, but I'm actually going to be at New York Comic Con this weekend.
That's right.
So I wasn't going to have enough time to actually play through the full game or write a full review. But the reviewer, without spoiling anything, I will say that the reviewer said it is one of the best superhero games ever.
Of all time. And yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing at New York Comic Con for those of you on the East Coast who are going?
Yeah. Oh, look, there you go. Eddie Steak. We'll hang out.
You're going there. Yay. Well, where can they come stalk you?
We're going to be we're at the G4 booth. Blair Butler and I are going to be there. Butler, actually, you guys really need to go to this. I'm going to find my schedule on here while I say this.
Okay.
So Blair Butler is writing a comic for Image called Heart. With Kevin Mellon that actually comes out. I forget when it comes out.
Soon.
Pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
But she has a panel, an Image panel. I think it's at noonish on Sunday. Everybody go to that.
Yes. Go check the schedules when you get to the con.
Yeah.
Go
but
to it.
we are, I can tell you right now, let's see. So Saturday at 3 p.m., I have a signing at our booth. And then Sunday at 11 a.m., double Blair at the booth.
Whoa!
So if you can handle that.
Double the Blair power. It's pretty intense.
Yeah. So.
I don't know if I've ever been in the same room with both of you at the same time.
You know, a lot of people don't know if we actually both exist. I've never met her personally. I don't know if it's possible.
Tested it. Oh, so it's like a split screen when you guys are doing that.
Only one of us can exist at the same time.
That makes so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna like make the con explode or something.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Also, am I excited for New York Comic Con in general? Check this out, Marlon. I'm actually only going to New York Comic Con I asked our bosses, I was like, listen, there's not a ton of video game content there, and Blair's already covering it for Attack.
Right.
So I was like, can I just go? Because I haven't been to a convention
to just enjoy it
in like 8 years. And so we're still going to do autograph signings, but this is my first convention I'm going to strictly as a fan in, no joke, like 8 years.
He's so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Look how excited he is for this.
So I'm just going to be walking around, and I'm going to go to a ton of, it's been so long since I've been able to go to panels all day. Like, usually we get to go to 1 or 2 panels, but, I mean, shit, I get to go to a ton of panels. I'm really excited about that.
You're going to wear all, like, your nerdy shirts.
Yeah, I'm going to buy so much stuff, man. I mean, it's just...
Are you going to stand in line and get autographs from people?
I don't know. I had a weird experience this year at Comic-Con when G4 has a party, at Comic-Con, and Saul Ty from Battlestar Galactica was at our party, and I was drinking, like, so much. So I, of course, considered myself to be the most awesome human being in the world. So I basically cornered Saul Ty for, like, 2 hours at our party. And I feel like I freaked him out so much that he immediately left the party and called every nerd celebrity on the planet and said, if this guy Blair Herter from G4 walks up to you, walk the other way.
Right.
So I probably have to stay away from geek celebrities. But if I could, I'll definitely stand in line for a couple people. But I can't really think Nathan Fillion would be pretty awesome to me.
That would be awesome.
We haven't had the pleasure of meeting him, but we've been really lucky at Comic-Con. All the cool people I want to meet, they usually come on our show. So
lucky us.
Yeah.
I never get to go.
What?
See, I know. For the tickers and stuff, we have to do it from the office.
Okay, that's bullshit.
I know.
We can put a man on the moon, but we can't do tickers from somewhere other than here.
Yeah, there are reasons for it I won't go into, but I would love to go to New York Comic Con because there's also New York Anime Fest, which is it's like another branch of the con at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can be on one side of the tent and I'll be on the other side.
I'm down for that.
Someday. Someday. I just forgot that it was happening.
Are you really into Korean dramas by any chance?
Not really. Okay. Like sometimes it comes on TV and I'll just be like, wow. Yeah, they're a little fascinating.
All right, because Jessica, you're really into anime. Jessica's really into anime, but she's recently gotten into Korean dramas. And I didn't know if those two things were hand in hand.
I don't know. I think we're having her on for a chat at some point later this month, and I haven't even met her yet, so we're so talking anime.
I'm looking forward to this. She's really into it.
That's going to be great.
Shobatathon, she's recovering. She's really bummed because she's going to come by and do like an hour because G4 is doing the Game-a-thon this weekend, right? Is it Saturday?
I think the 15th, yeah.
15th. She's going to come by and like do an hour or so, but she was just like, guys, I don't know if you've ever played video games for 24 hours straight, but it's tough. Like she was a disaster at the end of that thing, man. I mean, I felt bad, but I was like, I had other things to do, but I'd check in on her every hour or two, and she was just, man, at like 5 a.m., I just like cruise upstairs real quietly to see, and she's on the couch, she's just like, I probably don't want to touch her.
Yeah, when I stay up for 24 hours, I get like really emotional.
Yeah, she
for
was
no reason, you just like start bawling for no reason. So can you tell them a little bit more about what G4 is doing with the gaming marathon? Are you involved with that at all?
I'm not involved, unfortunately, because I'm in New York.
Oh, right.
But what we're doing is we're doing essentially, it looks like a lot of you actually saw Jessica's stream, is the same thing. We're going to play games for 24 hours. We're going to cycle in. Pretty much everybody that works here is going to cycle through at some point in the course, over the course of 24 hours and play games.
And you can watch us do it.
Yeah, and I don't know what the website is. I think I want to say it's g4tv.com/extra life. I'm not 100% sure on that. But
Google it.
Yeah,
Extra Life and G4.
But definitely go and donate. And even if you don't donate before Saturday, obviously charities are always open. And so it's a great cause. I'm bummed that I can't be a part of it, but like I said, we're in New York.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll be the last time we do this because it is kind of a cool way to bring attention to a charity, you know, and it benefits, I think, the Children's Miracle Network, the hospitals, which is a good cause. But, there you go, extralife.org. Thank you, Not the Clown. So, Bobby F. Johnston, I talked to the Miz yesterday, actually. He's doing good. He's still got a job, apparently now, so.
I hope so. I missed Raw last night. I haven't been keeping up with the drama.
Yeah, apparently he's back on,
Miz.
So, I think that my theory was that he didn't actually get fired. He just hadn't had a vacation in like 8 years.
That's what I was thinking. I mean, it was pretty obvious. When you fire someone on camera, that's usually like for drama. It's when they subtly fire you off camera and don't say anything that you're actually says.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't blame him for wanting a vacation. When you're on the road,
they work
months at a time.
They work he has 2 days off a month usually.
Wow.
2 days off.
It is rough.
That's nuts, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. If I work more than like 3 days in a row, I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Such a baby.
I can't. That's not true. I work a lot. I work every day.
Does. Yeah. He does. Someone was asking earlier if you were excited for the Old Republic.
I'm very excited for the Old Republic. Matt Kyle actually started playing it yesterday because he got into the beta.
I need a new computer so I can play it.
Me too.
Dude, we're still going to have like the X-Play, like Coven of Sith or something.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
No.
Matt said it's fantastic. I don't really like playing betas because I just don't like Diablo 3 is Diablo 2 is my favorite game of all time. So we got the Diablo 3 betas like a couple weeks ago.
Right.
I played through just the beta with the Wizard. Jessica played through with everybody, but I was like, I don't like playing betas because I'm gonna have to eventually start over anyway. So I'd rather just wait and be surprised. So, but I'm super excited, obviously, about the game. And we're actually trying to. This is how nerdy our house is. We're gonna do Christmas at the beginning of December with my family. So when the Old Republic comes out, we're going to stay in LA, and while everybody else is on vacation, we're going to sit at home for like 2 weeks and just play the Old Republic. I know.
That's brilliant. I wish you didn't have to work so much. But
you don't need to sleep, though. You're still young.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Who needs sleep?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Diablo 2 character?
Probably Barbarian.
Nice.
Yeah. Probably Barbarian. My thoughts on Skyrim, it's going to be awesome. That's my thoughts. Well, I got to tell you, I was talking to Kevin Pereira about this on, I don't know if you guys just watched the tag of the show, that Game Break. I know it was the greatest game break of all time. You're welcome for that. We were talking about after game break, and I think that Skyrim is going to be amazing. But I also think Dark Souls might give it a run for its money for RPG of the Year. I think if Skyrim delivers in the manner in which I think it'll deliver, I still think it's going to be pretty close. Although Dark Souls, I mean, the learning curve is such a pain in the ass.
It's kind of the dark horse, if you will, of the race.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't expect it.
I believe we gave it a 5 out of 5. If we didn't, I certainly would have if I reviewed it. But, but it's
that leaves people crying.
Yeah, but it's going to be great.
What game are you most excited for? There's a lot of stuff coming out this season.
Yeah, this has been
Anything
a great.
in particular?
Batman, I'm pretty excited to leave here and go play Batman. Skyrim, though, I think is my big one this year. Honestly, I think I've been looking forward to Skyrim since like last year, 2 years ago. Modern Warfare 3 and Battlefield 3, that's an interesting.
That's a tough one. I've seen that debate going on a lot.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really the world's biggest first-person shooter fan.
Yeah,
I love games like Borderlands, but I like games like Borderlands because it's so heavily, there's so many RPG elements, right? Rage is another game that I enjoyed. It's not like a classic shooter, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know which one's going to be better because honestly, I don't know how to qualify my opinions really on kind of military shooters because I don't have really strong opinions. Yeah, but I will say this: tomorrow's feedback, which we shoot on Tuesdays and they air on Wednesdays. The one we did this morning was actually with Vince Sampella from Respawn. And for an entire hour, we did nothing but talk to Vince about everything we could possibly think of. So you want to check that out tomorrow because...
And you went in, did you go into the whole lawsuit thing?
Obviously, they don't comment on the lawsuit. That's the first thing we talked about, but he wasn't able to really talk about that much. But he's got a very interesting perspective on shooters and the industry as a whole and whatever, so it's pretty cool.
It is fascinating. Key to the Kingdom? I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of Key to the Kingdom. And Toby Turner, who's that?
No idea.
Well, PS3, really? What about Uncharted, right? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Uncharted's a good thing. I don't own a PS3, so I can't really recommend.
Really?
PS3 exclusive stuff? No, we have 2 Xboxes, a Dreamcast, and a PS2, but not PS3.
Oh, you live with Mike.
Yeah.
You guys have your house is maybe nerdier than Jessica and I's house.
No, I don't know.
I
don't know. You'll have to come over one night and then
you'll
see. We'll compare.
I'm still waiting for the party you guys are going to throw.
Mike we haven't had one in a while. Now we're doing Thanksgiving. Well, he's doing Thanksgiving. I'll be in Vegas. I don't know, but we need to have another rock band party.
I'm down.
All right.
I'm learning the real guitar right now.
Really?
Jessica got me guitar lessons. And then once my initial ones ran out, I investigated how much they cost, and I was like, fuck, this is too expensive. So I bought lessons online and practicing and stuff.
It's good. I do need someone to teach me the basics, except I love my nails too much.
Yeah, I bite on my nails, so I guess I don't really have much of a problem with
these. And Josh keeps saying he's going to teach me, and then I never think to bring in the guitar and cut off all my nails.
Yeah, you got a guy who plays guitar.
I know.
Rick, you got 2 people that play the guitar.
Rick doesn't play that much, but Josh does. And I just need someone to actually really show me the technique. Because I try watching stuff online, I try to be self-taught, and but that's why I bought a cheap guitar, because I knew I wouldn't be that interested for very long.
I'm looking forward to Rocksmith teaching me how to play the guitar, to be honest with you.
That would be interesting. Yeah, do you think that's going to be a good game, or do you think it's going to suck?
My hope is that it's just a training tool, in which case it's probably not going to be a good game for most people. But for me, because I'm interested in learning the guitar, I'm super excited about it. But I only have an acoustic guitar now, so I'm actually going to get that bundle with the Les Paul Junior Edition.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to get that so I can actually learn how to play the guitar.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to learn electric, too. I had friends who played bass, and that was always cool. Yeah, you can hear us again. Okay.
Hey, Jake, 7000. What up?
Jake's
so which one of these guys, I bet one of these guys here every day, huh?
Oh, yeah, a lot of there. Dave's a regular, Selenatron's a regular, Marlon's a regular, SSG Chunks is a regular.
Selenatron? I didn't even know there was...
Yes, we have girls.
There's a lady.
Yes, she is Selenatron is one of the coolest G4 chick fans that we have.
All right.
She's awesome.
Dave XD, you're handsome too, buddy.
Yes, they're all handsome. Yeah. That's how you know.
He's blushing. Can these guys all see each other?
Yes. They see the same squares that we do, unless they're watching this feed, in which case.
Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever met up in real life? Any of you made friends and met up in real life?
That's a good question. I've never even asked them that. I wouldn't dare. Never? Not yet? That's weird. Duh.
It is kind of weird, but,
Sometimes you
Hey,
make
look, there
friends
you
with
go.
online people.
You know Marlon.
Okay, there you go. I actually met a friend who I'd known online for several years just when I went to Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, and she's a doll. We had a great time together. So
Interesting.
So
What we
that's
need to
nice.
do is we need to all agree on going to a certain convention, right? Like a
Yeah.
PAX or something like that. And then we should
There
all
you go.
plan on meeting up at PAX.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? Well, we'll have one. We'll have one of each for
Yeah, we
those
can
on
do
the
that.
East Coast and those on the West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
See, SDCC is hard because there's so many fucking people there.
Yeah,
It's just a
it
pain
is
in the
really
ass.
crowded.
But at PAX, something like PAX is like way easier, right?
Mhm.
So I like that.
Definitely.
We could do that. And also, yeah, Slanatron PAX,
Mhm.
right? Speaking of that, you guys all need to read. I read this on flying to Louisiana and back. Ready Player One
Take over.
is a fantastic. Courtney's got a phone call. Ready Player One is a book about basically Second Life and Warcraft and video games and everything that you could possibly ever love about the 80s is in this book that just came out. I highly recommend reading it. Sorry, Tomo557. I like to read books. Comic books usually, but, you know. Let's see. Corey Finch, what's the drunkest I've ever been? Don't remember. Don't remember. But it was awesome. I can assure you of that. Mikey Whip, I still do say F DirecTV, yeah. Until they put us back on, and then we'll be friends again. But right now I'm going to hate on them, because fuck them. That's why. What do you think the best game for the Kinect is? It's a good question. I think the Gunstringer is going to be sweet as all hell. I think Gunstringer's cool. I really like Dance Central. Dance Central is a pretty awesome party game. Jake 7000, what is your favorite system ever? The Super Nintendo is my favorite system of all time. Chips the first. How much do I get paid? I remember your under the desk home. That's still a real home. I just don't stay there as much anymore because Jessica and I moved in together. But I get paid enough to read comic books and play video games. That's
Yes,
really all I need in life. Yeah, I know.
Well, I get paid to talk about comic books and
Yeah,
write about video
you're
games.
fine.
So it's not
Look,
too bad.
we have the same job, really.
Just different things that we do.
Here's
the same thing.
Here is her problem, though. You guys, she just doesn't go upstairs and kick down some doors and be like, "Somebody's put me on camera, yo. Give me an audition right now."
I just did Fresh Ink the other day. That Fresh Ink Online with other Blair.
There you go. Did you know that other Blair is going to be out of town this week with this Blair?
Yes.
So maybe they need a guest host.
I figure Frank would have already asked me if he needed a guest host.
I think maybe you should inquire.
Okay.
I'm going to
probably already
say
has someone lined
you
up,
should
but-
email right now while we're on here.
Dear Frank.
No, you wouldn't lose her. You'd still Ocular Nervosa. Don't worry about it. She'll still stay around.
Of course I'd still be here.
I would say, don't we all agree that she should probably email Frank Meyer right now and say, hey, do you want me to host?
How about I do it once we're done with the chat, which ends in 4 minutes.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
See, look at all the support you have.
Aw, I love you guys. I will do more Fresh Inks, but it would be hard to prepare something in 2 days. But I can make it happen.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
What else do we have going on here?
What else do we have going on?
Prepare for stardom.
Prepare for stardom. I'm working on it. I just hit 3,000 Twitter followers. Yeah, I'm
Did you
popular.
really?
Yeah.
That's a big deal, man.
I'm all proud.
Well done.
I try.
Well done.
Is it a little wrong that like I rate my success based on my Twitter followers?
That is very wrong. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Because there are actually
That's where
tons
my
of
fan base is.
There's tons of fascinating people. Like I find it makes it easier for me, but like I do. Sounds stupid, but I read a ton of books, and so if I find a book I really love, I collect first editions of books.
Nice.
And so if I read a book, tend to read most things on my Kindle, but if I find a book I love, I'll buy the first edition, and then I'll go on Twitter and find the author. And
you're like, I love your stuff.
Yeah, I do, and I stalk the shit out of them until eventually they sign my book. But you'd be surprised at how few followers a lot of really amazing writers have. So you can't base your success on your Twitter followers.
Yeah, but I'm a developing internet personality. That's kind of what I do. So sort of.
But look how powerful you are on Stickcam now.
Yeah.
I bet you're the strongest Stickcam person.
Yeah, I'm up there. I'm getting there.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
Lift some weights. That's okay.
Who's SVOT?
That's Spot. Rick.
Oh, okay.
It stands for the small voice of truth. He's out today. Well, he's out for the afternoon.
Look at that.
So they call me Tiggy.
Just,
There's another Rick over there.
you guys want to come say hi? Mary, don't you know these people online
Everybody
too?
knows Mary.
Come on over here, Mary.
Come say hi, Mary. Everybody knows Mary.
Now there's
You're
two
excellent,
girls
you're
and nobody cares about Blair anymore.
Yep. It's over for you now, Blair.
Look who we found. Gabe, you're on Twitter too, right? Abe Froman?
I'm gonna knock
Sausage
on the
King?
robot like I always do.
Okay. Here, wait. I'll scoot up for you. Now it's a party. It's a party on this
This
damn
robot
chat.
hates me.
Who hates you?
The robot.
Robot.
Oh. That's all right.
Yeah.
Every time I sit
Nice
here, it
robot.
falls over. It's awful.
Yeah, there you go. Who's
What?
Sarah?
Oh, Sarah Underwood, I'm guessing.
Sarah Underwood's on stick cam?
I
There's
don't
no
think so.
way.
Sarah Sarah and Candace are scheduled to be here tomorrow.
Shut the front door.
I kid you not.
Do you have enough space for them to do dancing?
We'll move the chair out of
and-
the way, and we can always lift up the camera. But you're always welcome to stop by and grab a flip cam.
Yeah.
There,
I
Dave,
feel like
think it's
anytime
gonna
those girls
happen.
are together, they're being filmed.
Which ones?
Sarah and
Sarah and
Candace
Candace.
from Attack of the Show.
Well, why wouldn't you? I mean,
Yeah.
they're sexy comedy gold. So.
It looks like the majority of the Epictober content is based around the two of them engaging in hijinks and,
Well, why not?
really objectifying themselves and wrestling in oil and oatmeal
Oatmeal.
wrestling
There's difference.
is
It's
a
good
good
for
one.
your skin, though.
It is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
seem
very
perfectly
good.
happy to do it. So
Oh, no,
why
no, no.
not?
I think Game Break today was a perfect example of why we should do more things that involve them, because the enthusiasm was genuine. There's
That's
no
true.
faking there. They were having a blast
true.
dancing.
There's
So
no one coordinated in that group, though.
no, not even our
But that's the-
professional dancers that may or may not be
Professional.
interns on Attack of the Show.
May or may not.
Hope Candace didn't
see.
stink up the bathroom. What does that mean? Did they have like
Yeah, they had a little spat about that on Attack the other day. Sarah was saying that Candace sank up her bathroom in her dressing room.
Oh wow.
And Candace was like, I did not. And Sarah's like, yes,
Candace
you
said she
did.
doesn't poo.
Pretty girls poo though, right, you guys?
Girls don't poo.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, they do.
No,
Yeah, they do. I live with a girl. They poo poo. It's
Really?
true.
I guess we can't fool him. He lives with one.
Uh huh.
But anyway, it's 5:30, so it's about time for us to wrap it up.
This always
So-
goes so fast.
I know.
Thanks, Mary.
Well, you know you
Bye.
can
See
you
always.
later.
You're always welcome to stop by. But we'll see you back here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for more G4 chat with Candace and Sarah. Like that was I got a call like 2 seconds before Blair showed up telling me that this was happening. So join us back here tomorrow at 8. And meanwhile, watch Epictober on Attack of the Show and X-Play, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
See you in New York Comic Con this week.
New York Comic Con. Bye.
Bye.